Now, here is the next part of why I do music. Now, one thing I will say in regards to some of the other artists out there, and don't get me wrong when I go into this and talk about this, and I'm going to talk about AI artists. I have nothing against AI artists, or whatever you want to call yourselves, whatever, writers, whatever. I have nothing against any of that. Do you. Do you. But here's the thing in regards to AI, though, where I question. It's like you talk about being seen, heard, and validated. I question some of that. I question it because as far as being seen, what are we seeing? We're seeing an avatar singing the song. So we're not seeing you. Okay? We're hearing a song that's 99% made up by a computer. Okay? We're not hearing you actually sing, hearing your voice. Validated. Now that's a thin line. Because if you put lyrics into it, you know what I mean? You're putting yourself into it a little bit so you can be validated as a writer. But validated as an artist, I mean, I question, honestly, question that. And the only reason why I question it is this, is because of the history of music. The things that people have gone through in the past. Think about this. You know, there were places and times, I should say, where especially for black people, we couldn't do music in the big venues. We couldn't go to the known and the big clubs to do music back in the day. So you got Ella Fitzgerald, Cab Calloway, Fats Domino, you know, Frankie Lyman. Going back to then, all the stuff they had to do and start with was in back rooms, barns, whatever the case may be, what was called underground clubs. And you had to be careful with those during those times. I mean, heck, come forward. James Brown. James Brown had shows where at the entrance there was a rope that went right down the middle of the entrance. And that rope separated black people from white people. In the audience, while he's on stage, you had the black side and you had the white side. Now, why am I going into all this stuff? I'm going into all this stuff is because these people went through stuff to pave the way so that we can have platforms to be able to do music. So that we can have platforms to be able to bring what's in us out to you. They went through all the blood, sweat, tears, sacrifices so that we could exist. Without them doing what they did, we wouldn't probably be doing any of this. And I say this because, not even bring this all up, because why? They went through all of this just for us to get to a point to write some words and let something else do the music. Now I'm not saying that to knock anybody whatsoever. Please don't take it that way, and I'm not meaning it that way. What I am meaning is that I don't want the artistry of music to be forgotten about. Be on the lookout. Stick around. In the next part, I dive further into why I do music. See you in the next part.